Now that basketball season is officially over here at Penn State Shenango, we wanted to take the time to introduce you to some of our student athletes. So welcome to our new series here on YouTube, the Shenango Student Athlete Spotlight. I am Amanda Howat, the athletic director here at Penn State Shenango. Today I am joined by women's basketball player Karsyn Rupert. Karsyn, why don't you take the time to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Karsyn Rupert. I'm a junior here at Penn State Shenango. I'm a human development and family studies major with a minor in psychology. And yeah, that's about it.
Where are you from?
I'm from West Middlesex.
All right, awesome. Well, we are extremely happy to have you here today to kick off this series. So before we get started into all of our questions to kind of get to know you a little bit better, we want to mention some pretty impressive statistics from this season for you. So obviously this was our first inaugural season for women's basketball. So technically we have broken all the records, so that's pretty exciting. But anyway, Karsyn ended this season with 133 points, 15 steals, 134 total rebounds, and shot about 57% from the free throw line. So how do you feel about those?
Free throw percentage could be pretty better. I was pretty terrible at the beginning of the season, not gonna lie, but I did take 2 years off from high school, so. But I don't know, definitely can get better next year, but first season back, I think it's decent.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you consider, not only just from statistics, but would you consider this a successful season?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
having, first season, in general, I think it was pretty good. Not just myself, but everybody, and as a team, I think it was better than what anyone really expected, honestly.
I would agree with that statement, absolutely. So, like I said, just super happy to have you here today, Karsyn. And obviously Karsyn is very involved, for those of you that don't know. She is a member of the PSUAC Student Athlete Advisory Council. She's also a member of the Shenango Student Athlete Advisory Council. She is the school board member.
Yeah, at West Middlesex.
Yeah, at West Middlesex, which is just incredible. You were voted on that this past year, right?
Yeah.
How did that process work for you?
So I actually ran as a write-in in the primaries, and then that put me on the ballot in the fall, and then I got elected from there. So yeah, that was interesting process, but pretty cool to be involved, with local government and politics. So
yeah, that's awesome. All right, so now we're going to get into some questions. First, we're going to start off with some seasonal questions. We're going to get into some superlatives from some of your teammates, and then to some favorites, okay?
Okay.
All right, so first and foremost, how did you get started with basketball in the first place, and how did you come to play here at Shenango?
Okay, so I started basketball when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. So my school has a lot of athletics and a lot of EBL programs, which is elementary basketball, but they have a lot of elementary programs. And I was very athletic and wanting to do stuff as a young kid. So I started when I was in about 3rd grade. So yeah, and obviously here I am now. Honestly, after high school, I did not want to play basketball. I told my coach in high school, I was like, nope, I'm going to school, I'm getting my schooling done, and I'm done. So, and when I was in high school, my last game was a state championship game. So I knew when my last game was going to be, so that was pretty neat.
Absolutely.
So I guess that brings me to here. So when Coach Johnson was still here, he emailed all the local high schools asking if you have any upcoming seniors that would want to come play here. And at the time, my high school actually had no seniors, but my coach emailed him back and was like, I don't have any seniors this year, but you have one of mine there, and she'll play. She'll play. So here I am.
Awesome. Well, like I said, we're very happy to have you here, Karsyn. So with a full season under your belt, what was your most memorable moment from the season?
That's really hard because I don't really know if anything necessarily sticks out, but I would probably say just our first win, our first game playing Du Bois and winning at home. I don't know, we made a lot of memories as a team, so everything's holds a special place in my heart, but that was just kind of because I feel everyone underestimated us and didn't think we were going to do anything, so playing our first game and winning our first game, that was pretty memorable.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. For those of you that weren't at the Beal Club that night, it was full and loud and just an incredible atmosphere, so that was a very, very exciting win. What are you looking forward to most next season?
Being better. So we did good. We have goals already for next year. We want to win a playoff game, at least one. So that's definitely a big goal. But just getting back together and getting our chemistry back. I mean, we started playing a lot better, I feel like, the second half of the season because we were a lot more comfortable with each other on and off the court. So just getting back to competing again, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously welcoming some new freshmen into the mix and getting to mentor them as well. So if you have a pregame routine, can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I really don't do anything I don't really do any rituals or anything. Like, I come in, get changed, go to the trainer, see my girl Zoe, shout out to Zoe. Just listen to some music usually. Usually in the locker room we get pretty loud, we get the speakers going, and then I'll come upstairs and play music on my AirPods and shoot around, and then, go up and get the job done with the team. So I don't really do anything ritual, if you want to say.
Ritualistic, gotcha.
Nothing too fancy.
So what kind of music then do you turn on?
Just some hype music, I don't know, some party music, stuff I can dance to.
Yeah, absolutely. We all need to throw some music out on the court.
For sure.
So what are your plans for the off season?
Yeah, so actually starting on Monday, a couple of us have been getting in the gym, so we got in the pool on Monday actually just to kind of get a little bit loose and stuff, and then we went in the gym on Tuesday, and then yesterday I actually went to my high school because they're in playoffs, so I practiced against them with a couple of kids I graduated with, so definitely just getting in the gym. I'm going to start lifting here next week, so just a rotation between the pool, shooting, and lifting is what the goal is for now.
Awesome. So, now moving on to some fun superlative questions. Obviously, you've gotten to know the team extremely well this past year. So, out of all of your teammates, who do you think is the life of the party?
I would definitely argue myself, and I think my teammates would agree, but if I can't vote myself, kind of a toss-up between Emily and Haley.
Okay.
They have good energy, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can definitely see it coming from Haley.
Yeah.
For sure. And you, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know Emily as well.
Yeah, me, my teammates, could argue that, but, they call me mom, so, at the same time, they might be yeah, you're lame. So,
right. Absolutely.
It depends on the day.
Yeah, I feel that. Who on the team has the best bromance with each other?
I gotta go Allie and Nay.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. I feel like I know.
Yeah.
Because I kind of saw that answer coming, for sure.
Yeah.
Who on the team is most likely to be late to practice?
Tony,
yes.
Hands down.
Yep, I knew that was coming. we had our appreciation night, and she showed up about 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
And you were all like, yeah, it's pretty average.
Yeah. If she was on time,
it's a good day.
Yeah.
Who on the team would you want to share a deserted island with, and why?
That's really hard. So I've been thinking about this because I really don't know. I'm thinking.
I feel like you really couldn't go wrong with any of them.
I know, but it's I don't know. I really don't know.
So if we're talking about strictly entertainment purposes.
Oh, entertainment purposes. I don't know. I'm thinking survival mode.
Yeah, right.
Who's gonna get me off?
Who's gonna help you build the fire?
If
weigh
we go
down the ship.
Yeah, we go to. Yeah, I'm thinking survival mode. Who am I gonna go with? I don't know. It might be Kayla because she's pretty loud, so she might be able to yell to somebody on the boat.
And she's got some bright
hair. yeah, very blonde.
That could work in your favor.
Yeah, but fire making. Sorry, Kayla. I don't know if you could do it.
I can't do that, so.
I don't know if I could either, but.
Yeah, if I had a fire starter, maybe.
I don't really know because honestly, there's pros and cons to everybody on a deserted island.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. I
couldn't really pick one, honestly.
I think if I had to choose, I think I'd choose Allie.
Why?
Because strictly for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Because Allie is just
Allie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way to describe her. Let's hope that never happens.
Yeah, because I feel like none of us would go off of a deserted island, honestly.
We'd be looking for you forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on to some favorite questions. Right now, what is your favorite NBA or WNBA team?
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't watch I don't watch TV that much in general, let alone but I'll go with Cleveland Cavs because when I was little I used to go to their games often.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Definitely.
I think you a lot. It's the closest one to here, so that makes sense.
And they're good, so.
They're good this year.
Yeah,
yes.
So. for the most part.
What is your favorite restaurant in the Shenango Valley?
I gotta give a shout out to my hometown diner, the West Middlesex Diner.
I've never been.
Oh, it's so good. Like
Yeah.
every time I'm like hungry, I'm like, I'm going to the diner.
Is that your traditional like mom and pop diner? Like you eat cheap, but like the food is fantastic. Those are the best kinds
and
of
it's
places.
like I just like always go there like after high school, you know, when we were in high school after football games, basketball games, like that's where we went. So it's just like, and it's, you know, in my hometown. So yep.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
We'll definitely have to try that. That's on the list, Brendan.
Yeah.
All right. Who was your favorite opponent to play this year?
I'm gonna say Beaver because that last game we played, like, it was a good game. It was a stressful
That
game.
brings back PTSD.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was a fun game, and I mean, wish we would have won, but still a fun game. So.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, for those of you who don't know, the Beaver game, we played them at home, and we lost by 1 point. We were ahead the whole game. Kind of lost a little bit there in the fourth quarter. And Michaela Warmer for Beaver shot a free throw to get ahead by 1, and that was the game. But now, I mean, you have to feel good. We lost by 1 to the team that is now going to the PSUBC championship. So that's pretty impressive. So we'll take that. Well, you know, we'll be out for blood next year.
Right.
Just be ready. All right. So what has been your favorite class here at Shenango so far, and why?
Oh, I'm gonna say, I gotta think about this. I'm gonna say one of my HGFS classes, it was an interventions class. We did a lot of self-care and burnout. We learned about that in the workplace, especially like, so human development is a lot of human resources and human service agencies is what we get, the fields that we go into. So they get burnout really quick. So we learned a lot about burnout, which is like very helpful to like be aware of that, because if you're not aware of it, it's going to happen a lot quicker. And then we learned a lot about self-care, and we did a lot of self-care activities. So it was definitely kind of nice to have something like the one day we did yoga and meditation in class just to help us, like, you know, in the future in our careers, if we have to do that, that's something that we've learned how to do and like to do it effectively. So I definitely think that's something that's like going to apply to real life a lot more than other things.
Yeah. No,
in
absolutely,
classes,
absolutely.
but yeah, and Carol, my professor, love her. So if you're watching this, love you, Carol. But yeah, so I love any of her classes. So
I feel like that would be helpful for any major, honestly. I mean,
for sure.
Working in athletics, Brendan and I can probably attest to the fact that, you know, obviously you guys play a lot of late nights. You know, we're still in the office in the morning and the afternoon, prepping, nights and weekends, all of that stuff. So yeah, burnout is very real in a lot of different areas. I feel like that would be a helpful technique and something to recognize for sure. Okay, so do you prefer cats or dogs?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go dogs here.
Do you have any?
I have a dog and a cat.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Well, we got my dog first.
Okay, what kind of dog is it?
He's a Sheltie Collie mix.
Oh, what's his name?
Tucker.
Oh, that's cute. That's my nephew's.
Yeah, he's old now. He'll be 11 in a month or so.
Aww.
He's an old man now.
It's okay. I have 2 9-year-old dogs, so I understand.
Yeah.
But
I love my cat too, but he's just a little rambunctious for me.
Absolutely. I mean, they're so independent.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, I'm such a cuddler. It can be hard to love a cat, but yeah.
But gotta go dogs.
All right. Coke or Pepsi?
So I don't really drink either of those. I don't really drink pop in general.
Good. She called it pop. It is pop. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, because me, Nay, Big Lou, Allie, and Kayla, they always say, you better say pop and not soda. So, but if I do drink pop, I drink Sprite.
Me too. That was a big hit at our concession stand.
Yeah.
All right, Karsyn. So that's all I have for you. Do you have anything that you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to say to some of our fans?
Thanks for supporting us. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody next season and hopefully a lot more people. Definitely, you know, more exciting things to come in the future and here at Shenango in general. So if you have a chance to come out, and visit campus even. Come to our games next semester, well, next year, I guess, same thing. But yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone again in the gym.
Yes, me too. I can't. I mean, it just ended, and I already can't wait for next year.
Me too.
Anyway, so that's awesome. Thank you again so much for joining us today, Karsyn. Thank you all for listening in. If you'd like to see some more athletics content, be sure to follow us on Twitter at PSUSH Athletics and visit our website, shenangoathletics.com. And until next time, we are.